Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, stop in and see what it is I'm up to. A late one tonight. It's after 9:30. 81 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Jacksonville, Florida. Humidity 76%. 27 degrees Celsius. Let's see what the feels like temperature. It shouldn't be different. Yeah, okay, it says it's like 88 degrees. Feels like temperature, so not too bad. Um, I say it's Saturday, what is it, 29th already? uh, anyway, I got up today. I actually slept really well last night without any medications or anything at all. So the lighting's going to be crazy because it's nighttime. But yeah, I slept. I went to sleep fairly decent hour, 6:30, something like that. Um, and I had a sound sleep, other than getting up for nature. But I was able to sleep right through until about 2 o'clock, so 8 hours thereabouts. Um, but then, like, I just kind of puttered around the house and lost total track of time. So, like, I made up my coffee. I got out one of those chocolate boost drinks that I got from Dollar Tree the other day. Drank about half my coffee and mixed the boost drink in with it. Ooh, that was tasty. And then, like I said, just kind of puttered around doing a little this and that, and nothing worth like doing a video on. I think I would imagine it wasn't anything worth it. Like, I've got a pouch that needed a strap and a ring sewn onto one end of it. You know, I did that. I'm not the best sewer, so it works. But yeah, it's nothing to showcase. And I used like a leather sewing needle and really thick, almost what's that? Cross stitch yarn, like real thick embroidery yarn. That's what I had in my kit, so that's what I used. But yeah, you know, stuff like that, just little things. I did a clean out on my one bag video last week when I was staying at the bridge, and I had that bag full of stuff. So went through that, and you know, there was like, I don't know, a dozen, not a dozen, probably 6 or 7 pairs of glasses, but they had different magnifications on them. So I separated those out, put them in where they belong. Like I've got boxes of glasses because I misplaced them, so I stopped and grabbed another pair, and then I find the ones that I lost. You know, that's a thing. Excuse me. So yeah, just kind of like lost track of time. One thing I was messing with, I really lost track of time with it. A couple weeks ago, I watched the video, and I don't remember who it was, but he made an emergency candle reflector, or just a candle reflector. He used one of the pop tops from a can. You know, like so many cans come with those pop tops on them. And then he used like a short piece of an emergency candle. You know, the hurricane candles are about, I don't know, a little more than a ½ inch in diameter and 5 inches or so long. And he cut that down and kind of like whittled it and fit it through there. And I thought, well, that's a really neat idea, but I think I can play with that a little bit, and that's one of the things I was doing. Making it so that it'll hold like a tea light candle, just putting a small base on it. I also thought I tried doing some tape, two-sided or sticky side tape folded in half, so it's got sticky on both sides, and that would probably work. I don't know, like once the tea candle burns down and the little metal tin gets hot, I don't know how well that would work. So I started messing around with some other little pieces of tin to make a platform, and then I got the bright idea, well, let's see if I can flatten it back out again to make it easier to transport, and then fold it back open. And the third time I did it, the handle broke off. Okay. I mean, I kind of suspected that was going to be the thing, but ain't nothing but a deal, or nothing but a thing. It's just stuff out of the trash bin. So I actually had a couple of others, but anyway, different cans have different coloring on them. Some are real dull. Some are brighter. Some are like have a gold hue, like Gourmet chili can. That pop top is kind of a goldish color inside and outside, but a chip dip container is kind of a brushed aluminum on the outside, kind of white on the inside. So, like, they need some sort of other reflective material, whether that's a piece of mylar or a little piece of mirror. Some aluminum foil. Aluminum foil works well, but these are the type of things, like, just they got me rolling, and had me occupied, and just didn't really even think about it. It was almost 9 o'clock before I decided to make myself something to eat, and realized, oh my God, it's almost 9 o'clock. So just threw together some chili and canned hash and some cheese, and added some spices. So not the most nutritious dinner, but it was quick and easy. And then I was sitting there after I got done, and it's like, I got to get out of this house, or I'm going to sit here and fall asleep. So here we are. Out taking a ride. Man, the air conditioner is kicking butt right now. It's just throwing ice cubes at me. One of the other things I was looking at is spots to stop and spend a couple of hours, if not the evening, where I can see some trains. So, heavy lightning. I don't know if that was heat lightning or what. But, so yeah, one of the things, like I did when I was parked down there under the bridge, of course the train track, or the train bridge, is right there. And that's one of the oldest swing bridges still in use. Somewhere along there, it's the oldest bridge that does something or other. I'm not 100% sure. And I've tried looking up the information when I was posting videos the other day. Couldn't verify it, so I didn't say it. So, again, take any of that with a double dose of salt. But I posted a couple of those train videos, and I got mixed reactions. Of course, it's the internet. One guy said, I don't see any reason you would have posted this video. Okay. It's got 130 some odd views. So, just because you didn't enjoy it, somebody has. And then I got another comment on a different video, like thanking me for that one and wondering if I'd ever seen a certain engine. Well, I'm not a rail fan, but I enjoy, I like watching trains go by sometimes. And if it's content, right? Plus, it gets me out of the house. I found a couple of spots that I can try and see if I get chased off or not. I was trying to trace where the Amtrak train goes, and that's across the river, so that would be a bit of an excursion for me, but not outside the veil of possibilities. So, anyway, I've had a couple of people talk about, excuse me, the chili was good, but I've had a couple of people here recently asking about, going to the Goodwill and like not today's or whatnot. YouTube, well, first of all, like Goodwill has, most of their stores are playing loud music right now. I don't know if it's something that came down to stop people from posting YouTube videos about it, or to just inconvenience YouTube posters or whatever, but it is an inconvenience because you get strikes from that music. So I'm a lazy YouTuber. I readily admit that. So, like, the least amount of editing that I can do is what I want to do. The not today's, where you usually just 10 or 15 short little clips that I can stitch together real quick on my phone, save, and post. Well, now I have to mute each one, do a voiceover, save it, and then come back and put them all back together again. There's other ways to do it, I know, but that's about the only way I've come up with that I can deal with, because what do they got going? They got that whole thing shut off. I can't can turn here. It just can't go the way I normally go. Anyway, so yeah, it throws an extra step in on me, and it takes 2 to 3 times longer to get that video ready to post. And that's if I don't mess up and double post something or miss a video and it has the song in the background and I still get a strike on it. So, not that I won't do them anymore. It's one of those things, like, I need to be in the mood to do all that extra work. Again, I'm a bad YouTuber. I'm a lazy man when it comes to this type of stuff. I'm not really like technically inclined. So even that overnight video, just putting it together and like cutting parts out and doing a little bit of voiceover that I did, I had to do that like 4 or 5 times just to get it so that it kind of flows smooth. I had it in the right order, just it's way more involved than I want to be with this hobby right now. It'd be different if I was making money at this. It was my job, It's not. It's something that I enjoy doing. Like right now, just going out for a ride and, you know, letting y'all know that I've been busy most of the day and I'm basically a lazy man and, you know, whatever. So, this also goes into, I think it was Janice asked about, you know, how much driving I do. Well, this is part of it. I could sit in a parking lot somewhere right up the corner at the gas station, but the gab just doesn't flow. So it's easier for me to just get out and run the roads for a little bit and let my mind spew out of my mouth. Excuse me. So, I was thinking I might pull over someplace and go through a couple of my bags, but just like not to do a video on them, just to go through my bags. But I've also got it in mind to go out one evening when it's still light out and go through. Like I've got the bag that I showed the other day, and then there's at least 2 other bags in here full of everyday stuff. So, but like they need to be gone through, and what is actually everyday stuff, what is more bug out type stuff, what is a combination. I've got a small bag right now that I'm trying to get cut down to make it my everyday carry bag and not let it get over full. I have another bag in here for other miscellaneous stuff, like tools and knives and first aid equipment, or, you know, first aid kits, whatever. That I don't really use, but I like having with me when I'm out because you never know. So it's also like one of those bags that I could grab if the kids are like, hey, let's go chase the bumper. We'll be back in 2 days, you know? And that happens. It hasn't happened here lately, but it's happened in the past. Just, you know, spur of the moment. Hey, I'll pick you up at sunrise and we'll go watch the sunset. So, anyhow. Oh, let's see, we're running up on 18 minutes, so I think I'm going to go ahead and slip off here. Probably end up going the back way to the house, but right now, I'm just going to go ahead and hit this parking lot. And say that's it for tonight, folks. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down, a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me on any social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they ain't, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Until I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Thanks for watching, y'all.